Today we're going to be talking about illegal punches, illegal strikes, low blows, eye pokes, fucking fish hooks, and all that shit. So what's your opinion?
Guys, I think they do it on purpose. There's some fights where guys are just hitting each other in the balls, man. It's just like some back and forth action. For example, there was a Abner Mares fight. I forgot who he fought, but I'm pretty sure he fought like an African fighter. This guy was just low blowing him throughout the whole round, through the rounds, man. Through the rounds, Abner Mares had been low blowing this guy through round one, through like probably like the end of the fight.
Below the border. Oh, again. Oh my goodness! Down. That's my goodness.
You're getting hit in the balls, you lose your air, and you just like a fucking fish, man, without water. Except that this time you can't catch your breath. Your nuts hurt.
Yeah, and the king of illegal strikes is John Jones. It has to be John Jones. With his long ass arms and his open palm, he strikes with his open hands. He strikes and he keeps distance. He's I think every opponent in the last three opponents he's poked. He poked him in the eye, and he acknowledges it, and he thinks it's a joke, but he can really hurt people. And fucking, he did that to Daniel Cormier, did that to Glover Teixeira, he did it to I think he did it to OSP as well. But it just shows you how easy, how fragile our bodies really are. Getting kicked in the nuts is probably the worst thing you can do. I think it's worse than getting punched, because I've kicked people in the nuts, and then I've sparred recently. A couple years ago, I sparred with this guy, and I went for an inside leg kick. The first strike I threw, went for an inside leg kick, and I landed on his balls. And then the fight was over. Like the sparring match was over. He was on the floor. You know, he was hurt. And I felt bad, but I just realized, why the fuck don't we just kick people in the balls and end fights quickly? Instead of punching people in the face when you can give them brain trauma, you can get brain trauma. Just kick them in the nuts. It'll be quick, easy. You're both, you know, he's not alright, but you're alright, so that's all that matters, right? So
imagine like in a street fight getting kicked in the nuts or getting bit in the nuts or something. Like, bro, what if they put you in a lock and then the only way to get out is bite the nuts? I mean, you're not going by rules exactly. Rather win like a bitch than lose like a bitch. I'll bite somebody in the nuts, bro. If I was like in a triangle choke. Yeah, I'll probably bite a nut off or something. Just imagine getting kicked or bit in the nuts or something, and then not being able to catch your breath in a street fight when nobody's protecting your ass, no referee or anything. You know, you're gonna get your ass whooped. You're probably gonna be gasping for air. You'll be lucky, man, if you're able to throw a couple punches and get that cardio up and running again.
Some cups, you know, cups are supposed to make it better. Some cups, if you have like cheap ones, they move around, they get stuck in between. So when they kick the cup, it makes it kind of like fucking jams the cup inside your balls. So you're getting hit with the fucking shin and your fucking cup. So it's kind of double damage. And it's not a pretty sight. And the people that do it on purpose and they pretend it's an accident, so you get the advantage over them. So they might say that the fighter has better cardio than me, so I'm gonna kick him in the nuts once, and then he gets the 5 minutes. But still, even if after those 5 minutes you got kicked in the balls, you're still not the same. You're not 100%. He drains something out of you, and it's kind of a tactic used by more experienced fighters.
These guys kind of ruin the sport as well. You know, they ruin fighters and probably their prodigies in the future, bro.
Yeah, and these people doing fucking sanctioned fights, like in MMA, in boxing, they're assholes. But you do it in the street, you don't look like a bitch, but you're walking away healthy, and you know you won the fight as a bitch, but you won the fight nonetheless. Honestly, if I was getting my ass whooped in a street fight from a fucking old crowd, I would fucking uppercut that fucking motherfucker's nuts. I'll grab him and fucking make him say sorry, and then get him in a submission. Or if it's a big motherfucker, I fucking uppercut to nuts, bring him to my level, and choke him out.
Comment down below your painful nut experiences. If you're a boy, if you're a girl, you ever kick somebody in the nuts or anything, let us know. Comment down below. Tell us about your illegal strikes. Give us some tips and tricks to be dirtier fighters. So
and if you're any girls out there, I guess the comment of the day of this video would be: does it hurt when you get punched in the nuts, in the fucking breast? Does it hurt when people punch you in the breast? It's like how it hurts getting kicked in the nuts. So that's the question of the day.
Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. That way you guys are notified every time we upload a new video. Thank you guys.